Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Zeal or No Zeal, the series that examines whether games excite. Today, up on the chopping block is 60 Seconds. This game, published by Robot Gentleman, is a strategy simulation game that focuses on surviving a nuclear attack from a foreign country. See if it excites in this episode of Zeal or No Zeal. The premise of 60 Seconds is incredibly simple. I played as a parent of a family about to undergo a nuclear attack. I have 60 seconds to gather the materials and family members I need for my house before hiding away in a nuclear fallout shelter for as long as I can, and hopefully getting rescued before dying. It's a clever premise, and I enjoyed how frantic and dramatic the bombing is compared to the almost tranquil and calming conversations and journal entries that ensue once I'm locked away in that bunker. I'm going to take a look at that preparation segment. This part of the game had me rushing through the house to pick up items and throw them into my shelter before the bomb landed. Each item, whether a family member, a bottle of water, or an axe, took up a certain amount of my carrying space. Thus, since I was on a timer, I could never grab everything, and I needed to cautiously select the materials I needed most. I liked this part of the gameplay, and thought the frantic nature of the segment was a lot of fun to explore. Once I did get into the bunker, I attempted to survive for as long as I could and get rescued. The gameplay here was much different. Instead of rushing around, I carefully analyzed situations detailed in my journal and selected what I believed the best option for survival was. I had to allocate food, resources, and deal with different day-to-day circumstances that plague bunker living. The situations were funny, especially on my first playthrough. However, in subsequent rounds, I became familiar with them and got to a point where I knew each one without reading the whole paragraph. Though this sounds like a bad thing, and in a sense it is, I was not entirely opposed to it. I liked it because I could tailor my run the way I wanted, but I was disappointed that every new run kind of felt similar to a previous one. Still, though many parts of it could be the same, there are multiple different endings and plenty of unpredictable circumstances. While I mentioned knowing many events that the game features, I never knew when they would occur, and this meant that I was constantly kept on my toes, but I still could plan for them to happen. I think it was a good balance, and I enjoyed seeing what different circumstances I would need to deal with. While it did inevitably get tedious, I enjoyed playing through the game and experiencing the different endings. Moreover, there are additional difficulties that can also alter the challenge further, and that would differentiate the game more. I also enjoyed the writing in 60 Seconds. Though it wasn't a large part of why I enjoyed the game, the way the writers explained the context were pretty funny, and the circumstances that emerged were also ridiculous. I met some more standard opponents like raiders, but I also encountered cloning kittens and mutants. Moreover, I had to deal with my family going crazy, shifty traders, and unethical decisions. Again, it didn't have a huge impact on my experience, but the theming was good. I enjoyed learning more about the lore, even though the dialogues were repeated. Another aspect of 60 Seconds is collecting resources while inside the bunker. I could send my family members out on expeditions into the wasteland, where they would recover treasure and look for items. This was also fun, as I needed to consider the health of my family as a whole, and the health of the person navigating the wasteland. I had to use some semblance of strategy, but I couldn't really do much. If a character was too tired, they would be unable to assist with certain tasks, but it wasn't really strategy based. The objects that I would recover were random. This differentiated each run, but it made each expedition less rewarding. I enjoyed the excitement that I felt when a lucky haul came in, but I wanted something more strategic. Regardless, I did have fun with these expeditions, even though I wanted something deeper. As a whole, 60 Seconds has a lot of charm. I enjoyed playing through it, and I really liked the duality between the frantic nature of the preparation phase and the narrative elements in the survival phase. Even the resource management elements were interesting, and I enjoyed being able to choose which of my characters got the best treatment. However, the game doesn't fluctuate enough or provide enough strategic development to make me feel excited to recommend it. I like the game, and I definitely had fun with it. However, I do not have zeal for 60 Seconds. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.